Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to. Hello, I'm Desmond Howard, and welcome to College Football Ultimate Team.
some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets have been waiting and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights off a defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Here's a heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them. Their offense has really evolved, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
And now on second down for this offense. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that's the danger on defense playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defensive cues.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. This freshman makes a stop after a short gain. Decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. It's complete on the right side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Hits the accelerator to the right. 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. To be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting a run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set up the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen.
Turning on the Jets. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Can't get him to the ground. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he rolled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Garcia. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A strike downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Grimes. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. He's got 59 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level.
There he goes. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to the run, it's Haynes. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets and small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Under fire. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Volunteers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the balls are on the move. On the run, it's Butler. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. The give to the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they love to move the sticks here inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looking to throw on third and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's third and goal, and you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on fourth down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know the Mark, something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often, make him feel uncomfortable.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose on the run. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time, they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know.
It's a seam wide open. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They they cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Keeps looking downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out to that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's King. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Tennessee, 10.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. It's a running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this opening play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Davis. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Past the first down marker and still running. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Aguilar. He's got the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. And his foot's just inside that right upright. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's King. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. They got stuffed.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man downfield. All by himself down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Northwestern.
He leaves it with his back.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's King. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end and make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, out of space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Scanning the field, it's King. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got...
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover...
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll move the wide receiver. Going up top again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Moving out of the pocket. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not afraid to go deep. Caught it at the 25. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Fires to the wideout. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Vols will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll line up to go for two. To the air, it's Aguilar. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left.
He's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Trying to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's when this offense will go to work.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football.
Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball.
He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone with the official. All over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finding open areas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. grab near the marker. It's Butler. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Kane. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on second and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football.